You know what I like about Willy Wonka? Willy Wonka had a pure imagination. He was able to think outside the box. Living forever. Living forever is going to take this ability to think outside the box because it's a very hard goal. And a lot of people, they think about living forever and they just immediately assume it's impossible. Because these people, they don't have this pure imagination to imagine all the possibilities, all the different ways that we might live forever if we try hard enough, if we exercise our imagination and actually do it. You know, we can do it. We can live forever, but we have to think outside the box, like Willy Wonka. Okay? Willy Wonka was an inventor. He was a dreamer of dreams.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
I also like Willy Wonka because he's very judgmental. He's a very judgmental person. He was judging all those naughty little children that he allowed into his factory. And I think it's good and it's important to be judgmental because that's how we improve people. We judge them. We help them by judging them and telling them what they're doing wrong. Because let's face it, people are doing lots of things wrong, you know. And being judgmental is also important for yourself. You judge other people and you judge yourself at the same time. You judge other people and you don't want to be a hypocrite when you judge people. So it helps you to judge yourself. When you judge others, you have to look in the mirror and you're going to judge yourself as well. You should. It's important to judge people, and it's also a way to stay safe. You have to judge people and determine, is this a kind of person you want in your life? You know? To be very critical of people. Because if you're not critical of people, you're going to have the wrong type of people in your life, and people that are going to more likely lead to your death. They're not going to help you live forever. You need to judge people and determine, is this person going to help you live forever? That's the type of people you want in your life. You know? So, be like Willy Wonka, judge people, have an imagination. Just imagine anything is possible. Don't close yourself off to what's possible. Don't say living forever is impossible. That's not childlike. You know, Willy Wonka, he had a childlike imagination. That's a very childlike thing. He was like he had like the imagination. You know, when children still have that imagination. And when we grow up, a lot of people, they lose their imagination. And they become jaded and they start to think all this stuff is impossible when really it is possible. You just have to imagine it and work for it. If you don't live forever, you lose. You get nothing. Just like Willy Wonka said at the end of the movie. He said, you know, you broke the rules. You get nothing. You lose.
So you get nothing. You lose.
Because he broke the rules.
What rules?
Right? You don't want to break the rules. And what are the rules? Nobody knows what the rules are. But the most obvious rule that is clear is that if you cease to exist, then you lose. That's the most obvious rule. That's the one rule we know for sure in this life. You must live forever. That is the only true success. Okay? And so, how are we going to live forever? it's a strategy. It's a strategy we have to develop. And that's why we need to perfect our strategy. You know, have your own imagination of what is the best way to live forever. Think about it all the time. Obsess about it. Go into your inventing room and think about it. Think, how am I going to live forever? What do I need to do to live forever? What am I doing? Are you inventing your strategy? Are you every day creating a perfect strategy to live forever? All the time you're trying to be perfect. You're trying to be more perfect. And you're trying to make other people more perfect. And the more perfect you are, the more likely you're going to live forever. You're going to win the chocolate factory. You know, eternal life. That's the metaphor here. It's eternal life is the prize here. So, the golden ticket. What's the golden ticket? The golden ticket is that we have a chance to live forever. We all have a golden ticket. That is the chance to live forever. Okay? So, are you going to squander your golden ticket here? Your golden opportunity? You have a chance to live forever because you're alive right now. So, don't waste it here. This is it. This is your one opportunity to live forever, because if you die, you don't know that you don't get another chance. You see, you don't know that there's anything after this life. This life is all we know exists, is this life. So you have to make this life last forever. And, yeah. Willy Wonka is a great role model. You know, he said, a little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men. But it's not nonsense. See, some people would say, I'm talking nonsense right now, but it's not. This is what life's about, is this, you know, it's a dangerous thing. Life is dangerous. You know, as Wonka was going through the tunnel, and he was saying, the danger must be growing. You know, there's no earthly way of knowing which direction we're going. There's no way of knowing if we're going to live forever. But you try. And it's dangerous because life is scary. We don't know we're going to live forever, so we just have to try our hardest. That's the message, people. And it's scary. It's scary, the possibility of failing and ceasing to exist forever. Eternal darkness. Nothingness. Imagine that. Rotting in the ground forever. I don't want that. I don't want that. You don't want that, do you? No. You want to live forever, right? You have to be very serious about it. You have to be a serious fan of eternal life. Because many people are going to fail. They're going to try, and they're going to fail. Because they didn't try hard enough. Because they weren't perfect enough. Because they didn't care enough. They were careless. Just like all those little naughty children who failed the test. They were bad eggs. Okay? Don't be a bad egg. Okay? You want to be a good egg. You want to be a good egg. So, that's it. May you live forever. Goodbye.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-da-dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me.